Hello everyone, it's Mystic Juicer back with some more Yomi action. We've got IYL action today, Southpaw Hare versus FreezeBug, so staying in my division. Happen to be lucky enough to have these gentlemen shift their schedules around so that I can cast things. So very happy to watch this. Should be a hell of a match. Okay, don't know what happened there. Unity decided to freak out and die. Okay. Ooh, okay. So, looks like FreezeBug has already dealt some damage here. Working on a perfect. That's not going to last long. Has already used 2 special blocks. Looks like he might have gotten some value out of a 10. Was able to capture a research and development. That's quite nice. And gets away with a normal block, also quite nice. Working his way back up to a hand. It can be very difficult. So the difficult thing about this matchup is Rook is very much a grindy kind of character, and Geiger is very much the opposite. Ooh, nice king throw, getting some nice damage in here. Extending that lead. This is basically exactly what you want to do. So the thing about Rook is that he's a very grindy character. He tends to take games into the late game and then bully people with his innate, his rock armor, which lets him, trade his a resource he has plenty of, which is his health, for a resource that you have much less of, which is your health. And lets him hedge against, attacks and stuff like that by turning combat losses into ties or even wins if you get a favorable trade. Okay, nice. So Southpaw gets his blood in and puts him on the ground. He's got an 8-card hand. Chrono Punt right in the vulnerables. Yeah, 8-card hand, and so the thing about Geiger is he has incredible damage output. He can be really, really brutal, and he gets to the late game just several turns before Rook will. So he's playing for lethal at a time where, as Rook, most of the time you're still playing for. Because your max damage, especially off of throw, is only 10. It tends to be around 10, unless you have king, in case it's 15. Or his only other throw option then is Checkmate Buster, which if you miss it, you will simply lose the game. So it can be very, very high risk to play that sort of thing. Ooh, okay, just goes for Jack. Wants to play around. I'm not sure exactly what that's playing around. Okay, that's actually not a bad combat win for FreezeBug there. It does mean that Geiger gets to draw breath for a little while longer, but it does mean that FreezeBug gets to sit at 8 cards still. And this is not too bad of a situation. If he's got a Joker, I would consider throwing right here. Okay, so throwing was a terrible mistake. So things are looking much worse than they were just a second ago. However, he's still got 90 health. Geiger is still going to need to do some grinding. I think it's possible that FreezeBug might have picked Rook in this situation because he expected Southpaw to play. Oh my goodness, that is not a good look. Oh dear. Oh dear. And now he has guaranteed 42 damage off of 4 of his 11 cards. So he probably can't quite reach 90 off of this particular combo. But it's not looking good. It was looking much better 2 combats ago. So nicely played by Southpaw there. Using Gold Burst, very, very effective tool against Rook. Not only because Rook's combo damage is not particularly high, but also because in this kind of a posture, Rook really wants to be aggressive. He wants to close things out as fast as possible. Yeah, FreezeBug playing the Jack to try to find a greedy throw or Jack from Southpaw. Unfortunately, walks right into a King. I think it's possible we might see an even mix-up normal here from Southpaw. Yes! Oh, and really unfortunate. Undercuts the 7, and this might actually be... Yeah, he's got a face down here. If I was Southpaw, I probably wouldn't stick any normals in there. I would just use time spirals. Is he going to go for lethal? Okay, yeah, that's exactly why. Still got 4 cards in hand. If he's got enough kings, we know that one of those cards... Oh, no, sorry, he must have played the queen. Yeah, he's played the queen already. So FreezeBug has a chance to come back into this. If he's drawn... some jacks. He needs to not lose to a king this turn, basically. And he needs to not give Southpaw cards for free. So I think slight error by Southpaw to play into... not to respect the fact that that might be a blue burst. Nice block from FreezeBug, making the plays that he needs to get back in this game. Really unfortunate that he's not able to power up here. Powering up would give him some amount of pressure. But yeah, if he... What are non-special on Oh no. Unfortunate timing on that king. Another time kick. Now he's feeling it. Earlier it was simply time kick. This time, it's time kick! Okay, what are we going to see here? Okay, FreezeBug has still not powered up yet. Probably an awkward hand. Ooh, there we go! There we go. Let's turn on the light. Okay, he's got a shot. 3 aces. Known in hand. Both jokers gone. I think Southpaw just time spirals here. Do not want to give up a winning match to Checkmate Buster. Yep. Is it real? Is immediate Checkmate Buster real? Oh no! Oh no! FreezeBug with the desperation Checkmate Buster. Puts him in the ground, takes a match that he was not supposed to. Alright, so FreezeBug has shown what kind of what kind of rook he is. He's got to hit that rematch. Southpaw Hare has to think about what he wants to do differently. So I don't think there's any reason for him to switch out of this matchup. Ooh, okay. Alright. Yeah. So there might be reasons to switch out of the matchup, and that's for a more favorable matchup. So, can FreezeBug do it? Southpaw putting him through the gauntlet. So similar thing here. Rook has to play. Oh no! Oh no! Rip. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. He got 7 damage off of that. That is no value whatsoever. So Southpaw with that kind of indicating. Southpaw, I mean, that would indicate to me that he's got a handful of nothing. But this would be a good spot to just play a 6 attack, probably. As that would, I mean, with a throw on first turn, I would think that that's almost guaranteed to be no range setting cards in hand. No, okay. Add the 6. Gets his range. I expect nearly 100% block from FreezeBug this turn. That's how I would play it, at least. Gotta see what he's going to confirm with. He's going to play immediate queen. Or is he going to throw? If he's throwing, you can afford to keep blocking. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, does not... I mean, fairly confident that Southpaw Hare doesn't have either queen or king at this point, in which case FreezeBug should just hold down back. Just keep holding down back. Get a whole bunch of cards in hand, power them up for aces. Yeah, let him play all of the dodges he wants. Gather up all the jacks, queens, kings that you need in order to win in neutral, and see how many resources he's willing to spend. Yeah, beauty. Continuing to keep Southpaw in a really awkward hand without a face card to play every turn. Southpaw actually isn't able to build in this instance. He's playing 1 card a turn, and he is drawing 1 card a turn. So when he gets back to neutral, he's not going to have had the opportunity to power up for the double ace play, which is so devastating to Rook. Ooh. Okay, so he gets a dodge off. Not sure how much he's actually... Oh, okay. How's the king? So now FreezeBug has to start considering whether he's going to see raw king or something else. Probably we're going to see a mix-up normal attempt here. BBB only has 3s at range with which he can cross up, so I expect an even block 100% of the time here. unless he wants to play an attack to try to beat a king read. 13 cards in hand. I think the winning play here is to block. Oh, okay. I'm not sure I like the queen as a card, because that's such a nice neutral tool. So card efficient. Okay, immediate overdrive. So the mix-up typically here is dodge into king or raw king. That is beaten by any button, or any throw by rook. The counterplay to that is therefore 6 attack, or queen, or jack. Anything that beats king, which is the really dangerous piece, because even a 2 attack can be beaten by king. Oh, what? What? Jesus Christ! This man. Oh, Jesus! What the hell? Okay, I don't think anyone was expecting that. I mean, beautiful place to put that. To put those 4 aces. Yeah. Wow. Huh. Okay. So this is FreezeBug's game to lose now. Yeah, that. Yeah. So Gold Burst, Checkmate Buster again, I guess. No, I expect almost 100% King throw from FreezeBug if he has it. And so Southpaw definitely... Oh, yeah. No, went for the risky play. Gets taken to half of his remaining health. Immediate second king to possibly checkmate Southpaw's hand. Ooh, okay. Went for the rock armor attempt, gets stuffed by a single ace. Southpaw playing to remain in the game. FreezeBug should basically mash king as soon as he draws them. He has not powered up at all, which indicates to me that he has all the tools he needs. Jacks, queens, kings. Okay, continuing to go for rock armor attempts. Hoping that Southpaw will play something to keep him out. Southpaw now up to 8 cards in hand. FreezeBug has the potential, though, to continue going for rock armor attempts because... Ooh, and that's going to be it. Almost certainly 6, 7, 8, or 6 queen, or... Finds lethal. Wow, beautiful. Good lord. Goes up 2-0 in Rook's 2 worst matchups. Incredible draws on FreezeBug's part in that last game, but incredibly clutch decision making in terms of when to play hidden CMB. That was exactly the right risk to play, or the right risk to take, I should say. Damn. Where do you go from here? I mean, do you stick with BBB? Not sure if Glorious. Glorific. Yep. I do not envy Southpaw Hare's position here. This can be really tough psychologically when you've picked 2 of the most lopsided matchups against your opponent, and Oh man. And then you get shut down. What are you going to do? Like, where do you go, right? And I think the right decision really is to go with either Geiger or BBB. You do have to consider what else FreezeBug is going to play. Yeah. I think Geiger is probably the right choice. There are very few... There are very few characters that are particularly super dominant against Geiger. And then you have to think about what else FreezeBug plays. So... we know he plays Argagarg. Geiger does fairly well against him. We know he plays BBB. Geiger does fairly well against him. Apparently he's a Rook main as well, so, I mean, Geiger typically does very well there. Let's see, what are we going to see? So deep in the think tank. Also, good idea for him to slow things down. Take a few moments to recenter himself as well. Okay, going for Vendetta. Betting it all on the Undead Assassin. Ween surgery, boys. That's right, get the scalpel out. I like this matchup a lot. I am on record all over the place saying I enjoy this matchup as Rook. It can be very, very tense. You have to have your right tools at the right time. You have to be patient, but also greedy. It's the best of every world. Ooh! Played the wrong side of that 5. No one suspects first turn king. It's fine. Oh no, I don't know if I like that. I think honestly taking the 15 is the correct answer there. Well... I mean, it's not like you're not going to get a chance to build your hand back up, so that's fine. I guess if you play a 3 attack here, you're safe against your second king as well. Nice. Alright, the hype music is on. Unfortunately, going down to 4 cards against 8-card Rook. Now, the nice thing about Vendetta in this matchup is that unless FreezeBug draws a 4, a Jack, or a Queen, you can safely play 5s basically all day. It's going to give the Rook player a ton of cards, but you can build back up to something. Uh-oh. Okay, went for the big punish. And this is looking very, very ugly, unfortunately, for Southpaw. 3-card hand against 10-card Rook. No damage yet dealt to Vendetta, but luckily Rook starts up 25 health. And now it's all about that grind. So the tools that Southpaw needs to find are a 3. Nice. So play some more get off me moves. Unfortunately, not with any normal attacks in hand, it looks like. Or at least none that he's willing to play against the possibility of king throw. So he is keeping him out for now, but he's not building a hand at any kind of speed. He may be trying to force FreezeBug into a position where he's going to... okay, finds a normal attack, so he's able to get that back and draw a card here. I expect no follow-up here. Just 4 damage. Never mind. We're going in. Light Fleet. Alright. FreezeBug needs to continue to recognize he's still in control here. He doesn't need to walk into all of these pokes. So the question is when FreezeBug needs to ask himself is when is Southpaw going to switch over to blocking? Because he doesn't want to take that moment to attempt a rock armor. Ooh! Blocking? What? What is blocking? Just dodge into king. What? Uh-oh. I need some sort of hype klaxon. Okay, no blocks? I don't know how to answer that. Yes, that is correct. No blocks. Okay, there we go. Finds the block he needs. FreezeBug getting the moral victory off that jack. This is fine. Yeah, Southpaw's he's navigating. He's navigating. He's shucking and diving. He may yet be able to build his way back into a hand. So he's got a block, he's got a 2. Can FreezeBug find a combat win? Will he choose to just block until 13 cards? Okay, here we go. Does Southpaw have a Joker or a 7 to shut down this rock armor attempt? Or is he going to go Jack Pump Pump Pump? Okay, no, does not have the 7. Should see a rock armor attempt here. No, okay. Just playing anti-throw technology. Possible that FreezeBug thought that Southpaw was doing some sort of value trap. He could have played the 6 and just not noticed that he didn't have the rock armor. Fully guilty of having that happen. Okay, here we go. This is a good combat win. FreezeBug's going to have 10 cards in hand and strong pressure with rock armor. Or he could go for Checkmate Buster. He is a crazy person. And he does draw like a god. So very much a lot of pressure on Southpaw just to block correctly here. Safest to block even, of course, and he does have an 8. Okay, nope, gets hit with the 4. See what this leads into. FreezeBug gets the normal draw. Okay, full combo. Just the 4. Okay, not great. Not ideal, but he does build to an 11-card hand. Okay, alright. A lot more of this is starting to make sense to me. FreezeBug learning this matchup on the fly. Ooh! Goes for the 10! Trying to hit him with the big stuff. Looking for those counter pokes, but Southpaw has now gone back to blocking, and he has navigated his way back to 9 cards. That Vendetta build. So continue to apply rock armor pressure. Oh! Okay, no. There's a different kind of pressure coming. Okay. Not a bad way to spend a Joker. That is actually perfectly fine. Trade 1 card for 3. So now that was a value trap for Checkmate Buster. right? If it is, I will stop playing Rook. That is, nothing will ever beat that. Okay. Yeah, it really would. Okay. Finds 10 damage. Finds his way to the life lead. Strong rock armor mix up on this turn. Ooh! Gobbles up the king. Puts him back down on the ground. He's played 2 7s and a 5, so if he has an odd cross up and a queen, I would mash that. 6-card Ven. It's going to be very tempted to be blocking his way up here. And you can trade some of that life. Working on a 20 health lead. Oof! Never mind. We don't trade hit points. We just sling aces. Okay. Southpaw Hare at that mythical 24 damage range. Where even anti-throw pokes risk lethal damage off of rock armor combos. Back down to 6 cards after that acrobatics turn. Okay, FreezeBug swinging for the fences. Gets blocked out. Southpaw gets another chance to dig further into Vendetta's toolkit. Look for some kings. More dodges. Some more 5 attacks. Jacks for damage. Got to be leery about pushing buttons. Nice claw trip. Okay, he's going to build a bit of a hand. Set up the knockdown. That is the third 10. So 24 damage is rapidly no longer going to be the max damage for Rook. FreezeBug may attempt to just stand up with more rock armor. That 7 pressure could be quite good. Ooh! Gets socked for his troubles. Alright. So, lethal off of anything. Okay. Guile theme has got to be blaring full blast for Southpaw. Got to do 52 and give up less than 10. Can he do it? Okay. Joker's not a bad way to try to get back in. That is a very good trade for FreezeBug, though. Denying the Joker, absolutely valuable. Still 1 left in the deck for Southpaw. 10-card hands apiece here. If Southpaw has 2 jacks in hand, this is only 2-1 combats away from a victory. So he can make this happen. Ooh! Wow! FreezeBug closes it out with the last 2 aces in his deck. Nicely played. Hell of a set. Wow. What a gauntlet by FreezeBug. Oh, no! Oh, unfortunate. Yeah. Well, good games. Great. Hell of games, FreezeBug. Unfortunate for Southpaw that Checkmate had his number twice that set. But I'm sure can make some magic happen in the back half of the of IYL pools. So if you enjoyed that, if you would like to join us, online, Hearts Southpaw, you know what I'm about. Yeah, so so good stuff. If anybody wants to join us online, check out the links in the description below, and stay tuned for more IYL and Yomi action. And enjoy yourself some Yomi. Cheers, everybody.